So can you open this the security again?
Oh, sorry.
Security JSON file. So yeah. So you can read more about it on course, and I think you you will need to write about that on your blog post and video about course. This is a very important setting because it also relates to cybersecurity. Okay, so
Okay.
if you notice, the address of Strapi and the web app is different, right? It's different port.
Yes.
Okay, and actually, it can be on a different host name, can be on different IP address. Now, can you see the problem? If you have a back end and a front end, different server. Now, how do you make sure that this front end is the correct front end for the back end? Okay, there is a security issue here. Okay, so this is why this security JSON lists the origins that is allowed to access the Strapi server. Okay, so
I'm sorry. So these are the URIs that are allowed to access.
Yeah, these are the URIs that are allowed to access the GraphQL or the REST API. If another URL or another host tries to access the Strapi, even before like checking the JWT token and so on, it will be rejected. It will be rejected by the browser. Okay, so not by the server, but by the browser. Okay, so that's a like a built-in security. It's like the first layer of defense. It's not the only security. It's the first security from the browser. Can be Firefox, Chrome, anything. The browser will first check whether the Strapi server or the GraphQL server or the API server allows this host name. Okay, but if it's not in the list, then the browser will reject the request. Okay, so when we try using Postman, we don't have that problem because Postman is designed to use any server. Yeah. And when using the GraphQL Playground, we don't have a problem because the Playground is using the same server as Strapi. Okay, but when we use another application, okay, because the React app is on port 3000, so it's treated like a entirely different server or entirely different app, entirely different address. Yeah, so there needs to be a check. So we need to have this one. Okay. Wow. And the one in FTSX is for the React one. Okay, so it's different. The one in FTSX is for the React to know what is the GraphQL server. And
where to fetch?
Yeah, where to fetch. So, and the security JSON is to know what the clients that will access. So that's why we put a localhost 3000 in there. Do we need to push localhost 1337? I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's not necessary to put that because it's the same server. So by default, the same server is always allowed. Okay, so I think that was redundant.
Okay, sir, maybe one more. May I? This one, export node and development. What is this, and is this really needed?
I think not. I think that's the default. Yeah, try to like abort this and then close it and try to reopen the terminal. Okay, try to just run it without export. Okay, so the question to your answer, is
Mm-hmm.
Strapi, actually all Node.js applications have a way of saying, okay, this is the configuration for which environment. Okay, as you can see, okay, go back to Strapi terminal again. Okay, but let's see if that's working. Now, you can see in the environment, on the blue one, okay, time, launch in, environment. Nah, that one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's the
okay,
environment
okay.
development. Okay. So I think this is the default. Yeah. As you can see, this is the default one, right?
Oh,
Even if you
right.
don't set node env, you get the development environment. But you can also set like a staging environment or production environment. And that will allow you to set different settings for each environment. So yeah, if your internship is long, then after this project is done and you can run it locally, everything is good. You will deploy this to our Kubernetes cluster in DigitalOcean, and then that environment will not be development. It will be either staging or production, something like that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So the way to set it,
Thank you, sir.
One is by using export, and
like this. Yeah, export.
Yeah, export, and that is also why in the Visual Studio Code. Can you open Visual Studio Code again? In the Visual Studio Code for the Strapi configuration for security, you see that there is a folder called config environments and then development, because there will be like environments / staging, environment / production, and so on.
Oh, so we can change the inside of like security.json and configure the course.
Because
origin.
for staging and production, it will not be localhost. It will be something Lovia.live, something like that.
Oh, I see. Thank you very much.
Okay, and on staging and production, we will not use HTTP. Everything will be HTTPS.
Yes, okay.
So that's why we have separate configuration for each environment.
Oh, thank you, sir. So, yeah. Thank you for the really useful insight.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that's all from me.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so please conclude the meeting.
Cool.
And yeah, let's meet again next week, and hopefully you can progress.
Okay. So thank you very much, sir, for everything. I got really nice, like industry best practice from very experienced software engineers. And yeah, this meeting was very long, but was very nice, and I think it gave me various of useful insights, and I hope I can implement those practices even though I am still learning. And yeah, thank you very much.
Okay.
Should we give a rate or just stop sharing? And
no, we have not give rating, right? Okay, so please give rating, and then we can end with greeting.
For me, 9.
Okay, I would say 9 is okay. It's too long, but
thank you very much.
But it's required.
So I will stop sharing. Sir, thank you very much. Hope to see you next week. Goodbye.
Okay.